president says that he will not go beyond 2028. That is the position of the president. And it's his right as the leader to say I can continue or not to continue.
Greetings Zimbabwe, welcome to Dr. Clarence the Graphics Show, where we give you bullets. Ladies and gentlemen, where the truth comes with extra spice and a side of roasted sadza, the unfiltered, because somebody has to say things, even the village drunk whispers only after his third lot of kachasu. Yes, now what's trending? ED is not going for a third term. We see Christopher Mutsvangwa making headlines. He says unless 2030 suddenly becomes 2028. Christopher Mutsvangwa, the man whose job description literally explains the unexplainable. Now let's go to yesterday's press conference in Harare, where we see Ambassador Christopher Captain Contradiction Mutsvangwa standing in front of journalists looking like a man trying to sell ice to Eskimos while the fridge is on fire. He opened with the line of the year: President Mnangagwa is not seeking third term. Let me be very clear. Then in the same breath, yes, same breath people, he added, but at the conference we unanimously resolved that the president must stay until 2030. My brother in Christ, which is it? Is it no third term or third term with extra steps? This is the kind of mental gymnastics that got Zimbabwe into the Olympics of confusion and corruption. Let's unpack this delicious plate of political jukwa, shall we? Backstory time. Because nothing in ZANU-PF happens without a prequel, a sequel, and the 3 spin-offs nobody asked for. Remember in 2017 when ED the crocodile Mnangagwa was fired as vice president and he fled to China wearing only one shoe and came back with an army, and suddenly it was goodbye Uncle Robert Gabriel Mugabe. Hello Operation Restore Legacy, now available on DSTV drama channel. Fast forward to the famous 2023 elections, the ones where ballot papers moved slower than a chameleon on glue. ED won again. That's term number 2. The constitution, you know, that little booklet that they keep next to the Bible in the state house, says 2 terms maximum. Simple mathematics. Even grade 2 kids at Chitsere primary school knows this. But ZANU-PF looked at the constitution the same way that my uncle looks at the best before death on opaque beer. It's just a suggestion. Enter the now legendary slogan: 2030 ED anima votes. Translation: ED stays until 2030 whether the constitution likes it or not. They printed t-shirts, they made songs. Wikneo Chivayo bought 50,000 of those tickets and gave away 49,999 Toyota Aquas to anyone who could spell 2030 without moving their lips. Then suddenly yesterday, Christopher Mutsvangwa pulls the emergency brake. Guys, relax. ED is retiring in 2028, but also 2030, but also not third term. The resolution was unanimous, but the president said 2028. But we will explain everything in 2027 with lawyers. It's like ordering Sazarezio and getting served a plate of confusion with extra relish of denial. And my favorite part, when he said there is no anointed successor, anyone who wants to be president must keep it in their heart like everyone else. Now translation from ZANU-PF English to normal human English: Chiwenga, si be in your lane, Zvipe Chimuko. Because we all know the real succession battle is between Team ED 2030, sponsored by Wikneo, powered by free cars and fuel queues. Team VP Chiwenga, sponsored by the army, powered by I was there in 2017 energy. And team surprise candidate probably Mike Bima, because why not at this point? Meanwhile, the ordinary Zimbabwean is just trying to figure out if the Zig will buy a loaf of bread in December, or if we are switching to bottle tops as legal tender. To summarize, ED is not going for a third term, but he is also staying until 2030. But he is leaving in 2028, but come back in 2027 with popcorn and lawyers, and we will explain everything. Zimbabwe, if confusion was an Olympic sport, we wouldn't just win gold, we would keep the gold until 2030 and then unanimously resolve to extend the Olympics to 2040. This is Dr. Clarence Unfiltered signing off with one question. If the president is not seeking a third term, why does the t-shirt printer already have 2030 designs ready? Have a good day and may your electricity last longer than ZANU-PF resolutions. Over and out.